Listen closely. Right now. As these words reach you, something profound is stirring. The moon, that ancient mirror of the soul, is moving through the deep, hidden waters of Cancer. And if you've felt different lately, if emotions have been crashing over you like unexpected waves, if nostalgia pulls with an almost physical force, if the world feels strangely raw, almost too much to bear, that is not coincidence. That is the universe knocking. This isn't just some minor astrological shift you can ignore. The moon in Cancer right now, it's a cosmic pressure point, a moment where the fabric of your fate thins, where the deepest wounds, the ones you thought buried, are suddenly illuminated. This is an opening, a chance to reset your entire trajectory, to finally align with the truth your soul has been screaming for. But understand this window is closing. This potent energy, this rare chance for profound transformation, it won't linger indefinitely. The Cancer moon offers healing. Yes, alignment, absolutely. But if you turn away now, if you dismiss that feeling in your gut, you risk being left behind. You risk missing the very alignment, the very solace your deepest self is crying out for. Does your path feel obscured? Are you adrift in confusion, feeling utterly stuck while the world seems to rush onward? You are not imagining it, and you are not alone. But know this, the universe isn't working against you. It's desperately trying to work with you. It's pushing you, urging you to shed the dead weight, the old skins that no longer serve, to awaken to something more. There are 7 hidden keys within this Cancer moon transit. Understanding them isn't just about knowing astrology, it's about fundamentally altering your reality, about plugging directly into the current of your true purpose. Stay with me, because when you grasp what's truly happening beneath the surface, you'll unlock the power to harness this energy. You won't just navigate this, you'll command it. Before we dive deeper, I need you to do something. A declaration. Go to the comments right now and type, "My soul knows the way, and I choose to listen." Make that commitment. Anchor that intention. It matters more than you know. And hit that subscribe button. You'll need the guidance for what's coming next. First, brace yourself. The moon in Cancer throws open the emotional floodgates. Cancer rules the hidden currents of feeling, the primal, the intuitive, the core of your inner world. Right now, those currents aren't just flowing, they're surging. Your emotions, they won't just be heightened, they might feel explosive, raw, undeniable. Your intuition, that quiet whisper you usually dismiss, it's shouting. Thoughts, feelings, truths you've expertly buried are clawing their way to the surface. They demand your attention. You'll feel things with an intensity that might frighten you. You'll absorb the energies around you like a sponge left out in a storm. Other people's static? It becomes your static. But listen, this isn't weakness. This hypersensitivity, it's your internal guidance system coming online with full power. It's your soul's compass, spinning wildly, trying to point you towards true north. Feeling overwhelmed isn't a sign you're breaking. It's a sign your soul is desperate to show you something vital. The static needs clearing. The signal needs receiving. This is the moment to trust that gut feeling, that irrational knowing that defies logic. That quiet voice isn't just suggesting, it's commanding you towards healing, towards a fundamental shift. Get quiet, journal furiously, meditate until the noise fades, sit in the dark, and just feel it all, without judgment, without flinching. Ask the feeling, what are you really here to tell me? The answers are waiting, shimmering just beneath the surface, but they only reveal themselves if you have the courage to look. This isn't passive, it's an active listening, a leaning into the discomfort. This Cancer moon isn't just emotional, it's a critical crossroads, a turning point for the deepest kind of inner healing. Remember those intentions you set, maybe subconsciously, during the last new moon? Those seeds are cracking open now, and this lunar energy is forcing a confrontation with everything that's been blocking their growth. This is where your courage meets your compassion, or where they clash. You'll feel it inside, a fierce tension, a war between the ghosts of old wounds and the desperate yearning to finally break free. This isn't gentle reflection, it's a moment of profound decision. Will you keep dragging the chains of your past, or will you finally cut them loose? Healing isn't about pretending the darkness never happened. It's about staring it down, acknowledging the scars, understanding why they were necessary, and then choosing to grow beyond them. You might find yourself face to face with memories you thought long dead. Unresolved heartaches might suddenly feel fresh. Destructive patterns you swore you'd broken, they'll rear their heads, testing you. This is your chance to seize the narrative, rewrite the ending. Forgive not for them, but for you. Speak to that wounded inner child with the kindness you always deserved. Draw a line in the sand, a new boundary, that screams, "My truth matters." Remember, healing isn't about achieving some mythical state of perfection. It's about remembering the unbreakable wholeness that exists beneath the wounds. It's about integration, not erasure. Pay attention to where you feel home. The Cancer moon throws a powerful spotlight onto your foundations, your family, your roots, your upbringing, the very spaces, physical and emotional, where you seek safety and belonging. Everything connected to where you come from is under scrutiny now. It's time for an honest look. Your family ties, are they sources of strength or chains of obligation? Your childhood, what echoes still shape your present? Your actual home, is it a sanctuary or just a place you sleep? Cancer craves comfort, belonging, true emotional security. If you feel disconnected, adrift from your roots, or like your current home doesn't truly hold you, this is the energy to confront that. Ask yourself fiercely, what does home mean to me now? Not yesterday, not what others say, but now. And crucially, how do I build it? Maybe it's about redefining toxic family dynamics with non-negotiable boundaries. Maybe it's about grieving the family you didn't have to make space for the chosen family you deserve. Maybe it's about physically clearing out the clutter in your living space, clutter that represents stagnant energy, and consciously bringing in things that resonate with the future you are calling in. This isn't just decorating, it's energetic architecture. You are building a container, a sacred vessel that can hold the powerful emotional and spiritual growth that's unfolding. This Cancer moon acts like an X-ray for the soul, revealing exactly what emotional baggage you're still hauling around. And here's a truth most won't tell you. Much of it isn't even yours. You've absorbed it, inherited it, taken it on out of obligation or unconscious loyalty. Pause right now. Take a deep breath. Pick one heavy emotion you feel churning inside. Ask it directly. Are you mine? Are you serving my growth? Or are you anchoring me to a past that needs to die? We cling to emotions like security blankets, even toxic ones, simply because they're familiar. But familiarity is not alignment. Familiarity can be a cage. Letting go isn't amnesia. It's releasing the charge, the emotional grip that thing has on your nervous system. It's about freeing up vital life force energy that's been tangled in old stories. It's about reclaiming your present moment from the ghosts of yesterday. Do this. Write it all down. A furious, uncensored letter to the old wounds, the regrets, the unspoken resentments, the fears. Pour every ounce of it onto the page. Don't pretty it up. Then, destroy it. Ritualistically, burn it safely. Tear it into unrecognizable shreds. Bury it. Flush it. Feel the symbolic release. Allow yourself to feel the space that opens up. Lighter, clearer, freer. This isn't just symbolic, it shifts energy. The moon in Cancer demands you look beyond your inner landscape. Your external environment, your home, your workspace, even your car, these aren't just backgrounds. They are active mirrors and containers of your emotional and energetic state. Cancer energy compels you to nurture these spaces, to make them truly sacred. Think about it. If your mind needs clarity and your heart needs healing, doesn't the space holding them require the same attention? Your environment is constantly communicating with you, influencing your frequency. Ask honestly, does this space support me? Does it feel like a refuge, a place where I can recharge and feel grounded? Or does it drain me, subtly or overtly? If the answer reveals discomfort, it's time for an energetic overhaul. Clear the physical clutter. It represents mental and emotional clutter. Release objects tied to painful memories or past versions of yourself you've outgrown. Be ruthless. When you consciously curate your space, infusing it with intention, with beauty, whatever that means to you, with things that uplift your spirit, it transforms from mere shelter into a powerful amplifier for manifestation, healing, and resilience. Your sacred space becomes a battery pack for your soul. Boundaries. This is crucial under the Cancer moon. Its nurturing, empathetic energy can be a double-edged sword. It can lead you to overgive, to merge emotionally, to absorb the pain of others until you can't distinguish it from your own. Your sensitivity becomes a liability. True emotional sovereignty requires strong, clear boundaries. Not impenetrable walls built from fear, but healthy, flexible fences built from self-respect. Think of them as your energetic immune system. They protect your core sensitivity while allowing you to engage with the world authentically, from a place of centered strength, not depletion. This Cancer moon is issuing a direct order. Realign your boundaries, and do it with fierce love for yourself first. This isn't about being cold or selfish. It is about survival in an energetically demanding world. It's about honoring your truth, your capacity, your needs. Learn the sacred power of no. Communicate your limits clearly, calmly, without guilt, without justifying. Choose consciously not to engage in dynamics that drain you or trigger old wounds. Recognize energy vampires and refuse to offer your energy freely. This isn't about rejecting people, it's about protecting your peace, your vital life force. Empathy without boundaries isn't compassion, it's self-destruction. To navigate this potent lunar energy successfully, prioritizing your own emotional well-being isn't optional, it's mandatory. This is you reclaiming your power, fortifying the sacred space within yourself where your true essence can flourish, unburdened and undiluted. Perhaps the most potent gift and challenge of this Cancer moon is the uncompromising call to align your actions with your deepest emotional truth. We live in a world that prizes logic, practicality, what makes sense. We make choices based on fear, obligation, external validation, or simply habit. But Cancer energy bypasses the logical mind. It plunges straight into the heart, the gut, the soul's knowing. It asks relentlessly, do your choices, your words, your daily actions truly reflect the person you are becoming? Do they resonate with the deepest currents of your soul? This isn't necessarily about blowing up your entire life overnight, though sometimes it might be. It's about consistent, courageous micro-alignments. It's about choosing the path that feels true, even if it scares you. It's about having that difficult conversation because your soul demands authenticity. It's about making that bold move because stagnation feels like death. It's about finally admitting, even just to yourself, what you truly desire. Cancer energy can bring waves of nostalgia, yes, but be discerning. Are you clinging to the past out of genuine love or out of fear of the unknown? Is it familiarity you crave or true alignment? This moon is a stark mirror. Look into it without flinching. The answers you seek aren't in your head. They're vibrating in your core. This is your moment to act from integrity, to choose what feeds your soul, not just what placates your ego or calms your anxieties. The universe isn't just suggesting this, it's backing you when you step into your truth. The more you align your outer actions with your inner knowing, the more power, flow, and undeniable fulfillment you will experience. It's an energetic law. So, there you have it. 7 keys unlocked, from the emotional surge to releasing the chains of the past, from fortifying your sacred space to rebuilding boundaries, from hearing your intuition to acting on its wisdom. Every piece is designed for one purpose: to help you shed the old and step into your authentic power. But knowing isn't enough. Information without action is static. The universe, through this potent Cancer moon, is handing you the chisel and the hammer. It's offering the energetic conditions for a profound personal revolution. But only you can pick up the tools. Only you can decide to carve a new reality. Remember, healing isn't about becoming flawless. It's about embracing the messy, beautiful truth of your wholeness. It's acknowledging the shadows and the light. It's aligning what you do with who you are at the deepest level. It's crafting a life that genuinely reflects the frequency of your soul. Check in right now. How does this energy feel in your body? What needs releasing today? What truth needs embracing now? The Cancer moon offers potent support, a cosmic tide to carry you forward. But you must be willing to swim with it, to meet its intensity with your own conscious intention and courageous action. Allow the feelings, embrace the healing, commit to the realignment. Trust the process, even when it feels turbulent. You are standing on the brink of profound emotional freedom and strength. If this resonated, if you felt that spark of recognition, leave one final comment. I claim my emotional sovereignty now. Share what's shifting for you, what actions you'll take, and make sure you're subscribed, because the currents will keep shifting, and you'll want the map. You are precisely where you need to be. The question is no longer if you can change, but if you will choose to. The power of the Cancer moon is yours to wield. Step into it.